Pay attention. Creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Yeah, Poopy Square.
The Playable Characters Podcast. Welcome, everybody, to episode 74 of Playable Characters Podcast.
PCP.
I'm Brian McGinnis. Two across from me.
CP. Oh, we're going to that already?
We're going
Ala
that
Patel. And to my right.
Calvin Cato.
Yeah.
And then where's he to you?
And Caddy Corner.
Caddy Corner.
Brian
to you,
McGinnis once
Brian
again.
McGinnis.
So thank you guys for joining us on this journey of Playable Characters Podcast.
Yes.
This is episode 74.
It is.
74 weeks straight.
It's true. We did it.
You could have two babies in that time. Is that right? No.
Yeah,
no.
you can. Yeah. If
Is
you're.
it-
Oh, yeah, well, technically, you got to
18
be
months?
really quick with that second one.
Irish twins is what it's called.
Irish
two.
twins.
That's what it's called. I'm
You
not.
fucking racist.
My girlfriend in high school was less than a year older than her younger sister, so they were like a few days apart.
That's pretty nice. The parents really like to fuck. I mean, that's great. You know?
I guess. So anyway, guys, thanks for listening, subscribing, and all that good stuff. And what else should we?
We're on Podbean. Where are we? We're everywhere.
We're
pretty
everywhere.
Much, right?
Spotify
Playable
now.
Characters Podcast.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Spotify,
Social media.
Podbean,
Playable Podcast.
We're on social media.
Star Trek.
We finally did it.
Space Wars.
Yeah.
All that.
But I just want to dive in because I'm so excited for this guest.
This is. I mean, if you grew up playing Nintendo, if you had a Nintendo,
Yeah.
you had this game probably.
Pretty much. It's like a 90% probably purchase rate for Nintendo to this game.
This, can I be honest? This is the game that inspired me to start playing basketball.
Dude, and
actually.
you made it to the NBA because of this game.
I did. I went to two Nets games.
You went to a Nets game?
I went to a Nets game
As a
because of
fan?
this.
You went to a Nets game?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Jersey. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The real Nets, not these fake ass Brooklyn Nets. But
So, one of the best basketball games on the Nintendo. Probably the best, actually, I'm going to say. There's a lot that tried, but this one was so much fun.
wasn't there like Jordan versus Bird or something?
They were pretty bad.
They're
A lot
pretty
of- a
bad.
lot of
This
them
is
were
probably
pretty
the best one.
It
yeah.
is. So let's bring him. We have I guess he's a retired player from Double Dribble. How are you, man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Thanks for having me.
This is so exciting.
Yeah. What's your name, sir?
Yeah.
My name is Walter,
Hey,
also known as Player 2.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
Player
right.
two.
I've used you before.
All right.
Yeah, I'm the youngest of my two brothers, so I was always player 2.
Okay.
So that's why. So Walter, this is so great to have you here.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me, guys. We had good times. We had a nice little run there with Double Dribble.
Definitely. Yeah. Do you still play? Are you retired? Tell us what you're doing.
Well, I'm retired right now. I only lasted 2 years.
2 years. It's a very physical game.
Yeah, it's
It is.
2 years. But we had good times. One of the problems with me is
There's many problems. Is that you're going to list off all the
well, what forced me out of the league, there was, if you guys remember, there's if you run to the far left and shoot a running 3, I think it was exposed on an episode of Family Guy a couple years ago, that there's a glitch in the game that you cannot miss
Right.
that 3-pointer.
I exploited that, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll be the first.
I
to
didn't
say.
know about that.
Oh yeah, I did.
My career did not last because I did not know of the glitch, and I was therefore I never took advantage of it.
Oh,
And,
so
it's a lot of animosity amongst us former players.
So your shooting percentage is probably pretty low compared to everybody else.
He was really trying.
Well,
actually.
I purposely would not shoot that fall away corner 3 because no one had ever missed it. I made 4 in my career. I did not know that it was like impossible to miss.
You thought it was like luck.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I just didn't want to be the first one in the game to ever miss that shot.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So I purposely did not shoot it, and that's how I lost my job.
Oh, man.
So I was out of the league by 89
yeah.
for not taking those fall away running 3-pointers.
I'm so
I
sorry.
mean, so your coach wanted you to take them and you didn't do it.
Yeah, I just did not want to be the first one to go down to miss that shot.
I always
So-
think that like when a team starts like 8 for 8, like who's gonna miss the first shot?
Yeah, that's true.
Like who wants to be that guy?
You don't want to be the guy
And
to break
Walter
the
was
streaks.
like, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah,
for his
so
career.
that's
Okay.
what but we had a lot of good times. I got to
Yeah.
give a shout out to the fans of the game.
Sure.
If you remember, those crowds were amazing.
Yes,
They were amazing. They're always very excited.
They were very excited. It could be
two different motions. I noticed.
Yeah, you could be up by 25 and they're very excited for you, or you could be down by 30 and they are just as excited.
Yeah, you can't-
For and also whether you are playing on the road or at home.
They're always cheering. They don't
They
care.
are always cheering. They will cheer for
Yeah.
the away opponent, even when they are beating the crap out of you at
Yep.
home, and it kind of hurts a little bit.
I mean, they love 3-pointers. What can you say?
Yeah,
Like,
yes.
they love 3-pointers and dunks.
They
you know?
like anything that goes in the basket.
Yeah.
If you miss a shot, They are all quiet.
You can literally hear the ball dribbling.
You can hear it off the rim.
That's clang.
Yeah, they get very quiet also when you dunk. You can't really hear the crowd.
Yeah, everyone's like,
Yeah, yeah.
ooh.
And
Tell us about that. Like when you dunked, you guys were just
Well, there was a rule. You had to completely move out of the way, if you remember. There was
Yes.
no such thing as
No
a
defense.
contested dunk.
sure.
Once someone jumps in the key, you have to clear out. There is also another rule. When dribbling the basketball, you are not allowed to protect it
No.
whatsoever.
You just dribble right out in front of you.
Yes, you have to hold it as far away from your body as possible. And dribble it in the open.
Yep.
And if someone wants to run by you, it is now their ball. And you cannot try to prevent them from taking the ball from you. You just have to turn around and run after them.
Yeah, it's very like European style or something.
Yes.
Keeps the game moving, you know? Keeps
Yeah,
the game
so
going.
it's-
Also, I noticed that not all the players go back on defense or offense all the time.
Well, it's your discretion. It's your discretion. If you do get the ball stolen, you can kind of like head back on offense the other way because it is so easy to pass the ball. It's very pass happy and shoot happy. There's a lot of ball movement.
I never saw anybody miss a pass in that game.
Nobody misses a
100%
pass.
pass
Yes.
rate. No,
That's
Yes,
good.
we do not protect our dribble, but we are very accurate with our passing.
That's just good fundamentals right there, you know?
No one has ever thrown a ball out of bounds.
yeah, I never saw one bad pass.
Double dribble. There's never been a ball out of bounds.
What was up with the now? Was there something put in the ball to make it go boo when you shoot a 3-pointer, or was that just like was some guy in the crowd who made that noise?
No, for some reason I don't know. I know the ball did make that noise. I think it's a sound effect in the ball, but only on 3-pointers.
You know, maybe it's like those Nerf, the Nerf things with the whistle when they
football,
whistle. Yeah, maybe it was one of those things.
Only on 3-pointers.
Yeah.
For some reason, you shoot a 2-pointer.
Nothing.
There's no sound. in the
Silent
ball.
crowd, everything.
So it's up to the ball to decide whether it's going to be a 3-pointer or not.
pretty cool.
You,
They should
you have
bring-
no idea.
They should bring it to the NBA. That'd be kind of fun. Now, did you try to get to the NBA after this, or was it what was the like 2 years in double dribble league and then?
Yeah, do you work? It's like you work your way up.
Well, your skill set's not really conducive to the NBA.
Well, the passing thing helps.
Yeah.
You would have been the greatest passer of all time.
But there's no defense.
That's true.
So I did not know how to play defense.
Okay.
And also to not protect the ball while dribbling. I did not know how to dribble otherwise.
That's frowned upon.
I had to leave the ball.
Yeah, I never saw any
far away from the
crossovers or anything like that.
No. It's
Very basic.
Yes, it's very basic.
Have you tried like other games like NBA Jam or like trying to get into the 2K
Oh,
series?
Jam would be fun.
When I lost my job at Double Dribble, I was too distraught. And I never picked up a basketball again.
Really, in
Oh my
30
gosh.
years.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
man.
that was it.
What have you been doing?
I started. I haven't done much. I haven't done much.
Well, what'd you start? Apparently, you didn't finish it. But you did start something.
Well, let's see. What did I first do? I got married.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, you started a marriage.
Yes.
Is she a fan? Basketball fan or no?
She was not a basketball fan, which made it work out. Made it work out, and then we split up later.
Sorry.
And that's pretty much it. She's
That's it? You
she's
just
no
got
longer
married?
with us.
She's
Oh.
dead?
No longer. Whoa.
Yes, I don't.
Wait, did you split up or did she die? Both.
Both. We split up and then she passed
died.
away.
Okay,
Yeah,
wow, that's
yeah.
pretty
And
sad.
it's not your fault, right?
No, it was not my fault.
Oh, wait a minute.
It was not my
Was it proven that it wasn't your fault?
Yeah. Is this going to be an episode of Serial? What's happening?
I don't know. I did not plan on talking about this. This is,
I'm sorry.
This is why I'm horrible at my improv skills.
What do you mean, Walter?
I thought if I just killed my wife in this conversation, that it
I'll
would
up
kill
once.
the conversation.
I'll up
That is
once.
one of the.
I'll up
It's
once
like, oh, no,
answers.
wait.
Let's pass on this conversation.
No, I want to know the
no.
full story. What
She-
happened to her?
She did die. And when she,
What's her name?
Her name was Marie. And actually, when she died, because I'm a product of Nintendo,
Right.
I tried to revive her by blowing on her. I tried to blow on her.
Sounds like a joke.
Well, I think
You never did that to a Nintendo cartridge? Am I
yeah,
the
but
only
not
one
a
that?
person. She's not, you should,
Hey,
I
he didn't know. He was-
I thought that applied not only to cartridges.
he's
Sorry,
a-
that's my way of life. I was born in a cartridge.
Yeah, he's an 8-bit
so,
guy. It's true.
Yeah,
That's-
so I assume that applied to everything. She was also in a video game, by the way.
Well, she was.
Yes, that's what she was in. She was in a video game.
I mean, there's so many many to choose from. What game?
How old are you,
I'm-
Walter? Do you have CTE?
She was also
What's going
Nintendo.
on?
But this is also how sexist Nintendo was back then. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of women that were in video games, and
There wasn't
I think
many.
there was a.
You don't remember which game she's from?
Was she like maybe?
She was not the princess in Mario.
No,
I know
of
that.
course she
Yeah,
wasn't.
She was not the
Peach.
princess.
She's
her.
still alive. She's still alive.
Yes, that's true.
Was she like maybe a stand-in in Metroid or something, or like?
Like I said, it was a very sexist time. I really didn't listen to her when she had conversations.
so
it
Maybe
was,
she's from track and field. There was some women.
There you go. She was one of the gymnasts in track and field.
yes.
We
Poor Marie.
We figured it out. Yeah, poor Marie.
Poor Marie.
Marie.
She's no longer with us. She was in a track and field game. I was so distraught getting fired from Double Dribble that I didn't really pay attention.
You just-
to
yeah,
what
so-
she was
Oh, so I mean that's a bad couple of years
you
for
were
you.
married.
You lose
she
your.
died, and I tried to blow on her.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's all I got.
I could see her.
that's
I
what
mean,
happened.
people do give people mouth to mouth even after they're
Right,
dead.
he wasn't
'cause
sure
he's-
how it
that
actually worked.
You're talking about giving her mouth to mouth, or you just try to actually blow on her like a cartridge?
No, I tried to blow on her.
Okay, you tried to blow on her.
Then when that didn't work, I got some rubbing alcohol and I put it on a Q-tip and just kind of swatted over her.
Just swabbed her a few times.
Yes.
What did the
That's
ambulance?
another thing you could do to the
Yep, definitely.
cartridges
I mean,
back in the day. That's the
And they say don't do that now. That's 30 years old. You know.
Yeah,
But-
I mean,
Did the police ask you about like why she was covered in rubbing alcohol or anything like that? Or?
No, like there's not a lot of cops in the video game world. I'm trying to think of some police.
They stay in their lane pretty much. They
Yeah,
stay in their
yeah,
they stay in their
yeah.
game.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
I guess,
they're all
yeah.
in Metro City. That's the problem.
Yeah. Speaking of video games, you know what? Did Mario and Luigi have the exact same princess that they were always saving, or did they each
Yeah.
have their own?
Yeah, it's the same.
They had the same one, and
It was
then
the
later
same
on there's
one?
Princess Daisy, and so she kind of factored into the mix.
But
All
Peach
right.
is the main one. That was Mario's girl.
Yeah.
Luigi's kind of there for the. He's kind of like
Shits and giggles.
Yeah.
the
Walter,
third
do you,
wheel.
Do you still make money off of the game? How are you supporting yourself?
No, you know what though? Thanks to Family Guy, it brought. So we're getting a lawsuit,
okay.
and we're gonna come together and try to sue Konami for
There you go.
Konami.
Konami.
Oh.
That was the
That's-
maker of the game.
That's how they say it.
Konami.
Instead of Konami.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the
and-
accent.
I've been saying it
Sorry.
wrong all the time. I've been saying
sorry.
Konami.
yeah, for
It's
not letting
Konami.
us know of that glitch. It would have
prolonged your career.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah, you could have been like Steph Curry or something. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, every single player could have been like Steph
Yeah.
Curry.
Well, I mean, yeah, basically.
What team were you on?
I was on New York. I was on New York. Yes.
The New York Eagles, I think, right? Wasn't like a bird mascot?
Well, here's the deal. You
the
didn't
game?
really get to. In order to find out what team you're on, you just had to shoot at a basket, if you remember. And
That's right.
Yeah.
you were not allowed to leave your feet when you would shoot
Oh,
at
yeah.
that basket.
Yep.
You had to stay on, and that's how we would decide how long we were going to play too. The same thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
And so that's how that works. So I just hit a shot, and that's how I ended up on New York.
Man, if it was only that easy, right?
Did you guys ever hang out with other athletes, like the Blades of Steel guys or something like that?
Yeah.
Or ice climbers.
Punch out. Some of those buddies.
Some of those dudes, I've hung out with the dudes from Punch Out a few
Okay,
times.
that's cool. That should be fun.
Yeah, they were all right.
We had Glass Joe on our show, actually. Do you know him?
I did. He is a drunk.
Yeah.
he is a
Yeah.
drunk.
he has a wine.
He has his own wine brand.
Glass of Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe.
He calls it. Yeah. Glass of
He's
Joe.
French. Yeah, we didn't know that either.
Oh, I didn't know he was French. I just thought he was slurring his words.
I think it's both.
Probably, yeah.
He's French. He has concussions,
And
and,
tons
he's
of
drunk.
concussions.
Yeah.
But people always assume because he would go down easily that's why his
He's
nickname
French.
was Glass.
That's why he's
but
French.
it's the fact that he always had a glass in his hand.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's-
That too. He
Yeah.
didn't. He want to tell us. It seemed like it was kind of like hiding that fact. So that's actually a
Yeah.
really good point.
He did have the DTs when he was on here, so that's fair.
The what?
DTs.
What's that?
Delirium tremens? If you're-
The what?
Delirium tremens? You never?
Delirium tremors?
Tremors, yeah.
Like his hands
Tremors,
shake.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it
See
was
his
called
DTs?
that.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
no.
say the shakes, for God's sakes. Don't
The
say the
DTs.
DTs. Nobody
Wait.
knows what that is.
It's also
Are you kidding me?
Also,
Oh, yeah.
All the
Not
slang you
drugs.
use,
Yeah.
I thought it was like double dicks or something. I don't know.
Double dicks, DTs.
Couldn't come
Double
up with a
dicks.
T.
Also CT, right? He had quite a few concussions.
Lo-
The
Uh,
CT,
he
he
had
had
about-
those the DTs,
He had
which
about
also
90.
seemed similar.
He had like 99 concussions. Actually, he was knocked out 99 times.
Yeah, he goes
Good
down
guy
pretty
though.
easily.
Oh, yeah.
Good guy.
Walter, did you have any problems with injuries, or did you use like like steroids, or was there any problems like that?
Oh yeah.
There were no injuries. None of us suffered. an
Nobody ever
injury.
subbed out.
No
Yeah,
one
that's true.
ever subbed. You would think like some tendonitis in the knee with all that running.
So there's
around
no
and
bench.
jumping.
It's just 5
No.
guys.
Yes, that was the other thing. There was no bench. There's just 5 of us on each team.
No coach.
No, there was no coach.
It's almost like a pickup game.
It was. I tell you what, those fans really keep being it. Like there's a lot of energy. It was
There is.
always a full crowd.
Boom!
It
Like, it
was.
explodes when they hit a 3-pointer.
What was your contract like? Did you get a lot of money out of this?
It was very modest in the day. It was it's not like today with these. We really had no say in our contracts.
More like a WNBA type of contract.
Was it
I'm
an
guessing.
arcade game too?
No, and there was never a sequel, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, there might have been like a super double dribble.
Any relation to
Wannabe?
Bubble Bobble? I thought just because the word sounded like, I
don't
thought
think
maybe
so.
there was no.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of. But yeah, also there was never no one. Not a lot of refereeing either. If I
Nope.
remember back in the day.
You get
Every
a-
once in a while, someone would get would have a foul, and they would do. I didn't know I was a shitty free throw shooter until I saw that the rim
ring.
would go way faster on mine as
Yeah.
opposed to others. Like
Right.
that's how you knew if
Yep.
someone was a good shooter or not. So that's how I found out I was a shitty shooter.
I thought that
because-
was the hardest free throw in any basketball game since even.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was so hard to hit those dumb free. The ring would go up and down. You had to hit it as soon as it touched the rim. the
Yeah.
ring, and it was like impossible.
You could run around, falling out of bounds, shooting half-court shots, and those go in. But a
Yeah.
free throw,
Free throws were very
were
tough.
really impossible.
But again,
So,
they were pretty rare because the fouls were like once every 100 games.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get many fouls.
yeah, no one's ever fouled out.
No, that's good.
I have 3 fouls in my 3-year career.
That's it. He's only
a
got
great
3
record.
years. Yeah.
Okay.
So you said you were born in a cartridge. Tell us a little bit about your childhood and like how you ended up becoming a basketball player. Like, did you always want to be because you were programmed that way? Or
Yeah,
did
who were
you
your
try to
parents and
fight back?
stuff? Yeah.
Did you try to go into like Tecmo Bowl or anything? Or
Well, I actually never got to meet my parents.
wow.
Yeah, I was just born in a Toys R Us.
Inside a cartridge in a
Rest in
Toys R
peace.
Us.
Inside, yeah,
Rest in peace, Toys R Us.
inside a cartridge. So I never got to meet him, but yeah, I knew I was going to be in a video game. There's no other way around it.
Doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah,
Is
and-
everybody like an orphan basically in Nintendo? Like they all born in cartridges?
Every character's an orphan.
Yeah, they don't know their
Wow.
parents if they're born in a cartridge,
I
right?
guess so.
Yeah, it was.
That's kind of sad in a way.
yeah,
The joy they've brought us over the years. They're all orphans.
I also don't know how we were all conceived, considering there was
No ladies.
no women in the
Very
Nintendo
few.
world. Yeah, there were more ducks and animals than there were females. Like, there's a lot of other things besides women in the video game
Well,
world.
we don't know who was playing Pong. They could have both been, it could have been women in Pong. As
Could
well,
have,
as
yeah.
holding those paddles.
You think
we don't know.
Just like the,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah, we
the
don't know.
stick.
Who the,
Whatever
yeah,
that with the
those
paddle.
could have been women.
Yeah, there were ducks and Duck Hunt
Mm-hmm.
and Mario. There were way more
Yeah.
animals and creatures than there were women.
a really good point.
It's a lot of men. It's a huge sausage fest.
Yeah, it is. That's why that wasn't a game for Nintendo back in the day. Sausage Fest.
Yeah,
I'm so curious. There's so many men. So I mean, nowadays, like, how do you feel about the Me Too movement?
if I knew some women, I would I would be supporting them. But
Yeah,
I
sure.
really have only met 3 of them my entire
Which
life.
3 women have you met?
Well, my wife,
Right.
Yeah.
and then the 2 princesses from
Oh, wait,
Mario
wait.
Brothers.
Oh, and you know what? The one woman from Double Dragon, she was just punched in the face,
Yeah, right in the beginning, she gets punched in the stomach. or
and
the
that's
face,
it. And then she's carried away. That's like her big.
Oh yeah, Jessica. Yeah.
Is that her name? Yeah.
There were so many guys around her. I never got to meet her. There was literally thousands of
a
dudes.
lot of ninjas and
yeah.
street thugs around there.
It's a real buyer's market for ladies, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're punched in the face and killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been intimate with more ducks than I have been
Oh,
women.
How many ducks
and
have you
that's-
been intimate
Do you want
with?
to tell us about that?
A few. When there's only so many options for
why not?
companionship, you have to settle for a duck.
Were they all from
sometimes.
Duck Hunt, or are there different ducks that you were?
I they don't really speak. So I didn't really get to find out what games
It's just
they
kind of
were
like
from.
Where do you meet them?
It's like you got 8 bits, I got 8 bits. Let's
Yeah,
do
yeah,
this.
Yeah.
Let's put your bits in my bits.
Yes. It's a lot of bits. There's a lot of bits in there. And
But yeah, where do you meet them? Like, is there like a hangout for all of these maybe retired characters, or in the off season or anything? Or?
it's kind of like there is. There's like there's like a little canteen like that there was in the movie Star Wars with all the characters, and
But it's all video game characters.
yeah, and
fun to go
Glass
to.
Joe's pretty much the heart of the party.
He's always there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He made a lot of money. He did 100 fights. That's a lot of. Even though he lost
Yeah, even though you lost.
1 in 99, like he made a lot of money.
You know,
so.
Soda Popinski was actually like he was supposed to be a drunk as well. They changed it to soda, but I think he was supposed to be like vodka.
Because he's Russian.
Yeah.
Vodka drunk.
Right.
Yeah, it was very, very racist back then.
Yeah, he was
was Double Dribble racist? They had white people and black people on the team,
Oh,
right?
they had white and black, and if
Yeah.
you had the ball, you were both. You were white and black.
Yeah, you would change
I
it back
remember
and
that.
forth.
I was actually
Yeah.
asking about that, the whole
best-
flickering thing.
yes.
Is that like vitiligo? What was going on there?
Instant vitiligo.
Because they wanted to make it fair. So you had all the powers of a white basketball player,
which is
mixed with
which is
all the
passing.
powers.
The passing was the
That's
white.
pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
That's
really
why Steph
progressive
Curry.
this time. Wow.
Yes.
That's why Steph Curry doesn't miss because he's half white and half black.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you got all the powers of everything.
Yeah, that's
So
amazing. Did you feel different as you were changing back and forth? Like, were you like, "Oh, I'm oppressed. Oh, I'm the oppressor. Oh, I'm the oppressed." Like, does it go like?
Or was it more of like a Larry Bird, Charles Barkley kind of thing? Like what was going on?
Yeah, you definitely feel empowered. You know that whoever has the ball knows I probably have a 95% chance of hitting this shot.
Yeah.
The shooting percentages are very high.
That's pretty cool.
But no matter if you're white or black, you cannot protect the basketball. That is one thing. You're
Here's a
not
question.
allowed.
Were you a fan of like Michael Jackson's Black or White?
Of course.
That sounds like a joke question.
Of course.
Was that out in the late 80s? Or
No, it wasn't out there.
It was like early
It
90s,
was
right?
like 95. I have a question. Like, you know, you're changing back and forth while you have the ball. What do you stay whatever race you are when you release the ball, or do you go back to your original race?
I think you have to shoot like you were in the movie Hoosiers. No matter what. We had very strict. You had to like just double gooseneck.
Yup.
Right, but
And
once you let go of the ball, does your race like go back to what it was, or do you?
Oh, I see.
Oh, once the ball is released, you go.
You go back to your
I
original
would go
race.
back, and I'm white.
Yeah, you look white.
so
I don't wanna say-
I
I don't wanna make a
I don't want to be rude, but
Yeah, I would originally go back to being white.
It sucks. Yeah, you're white. Sorry.
I mean, it's a hard lot in life.
Yes, but I feel it though. Sometimes when I get a basketball, I feel some things.
Oh,
in
I
me
have
that
a
I go
basketball
on
right
my-
here. Do you want to like just grab it for a second?
See,
Holy shit.
Yes,
Holy shit,
and
this
right
is
now
amazing.
I'm thinking about how much I love Motown music right now.
Oh, wow.
That is, as I hold the basketball and then I put it down, and I'm more a Leonard Skinner fan.
Oh,
See,
wow.
but
That's
if
like
I-
that.
true. It
Just like
works.
that.
Yes,
Readers, it totally works.
Yes.
Which
It's true.
RP the band? Leonard Skinner.
Motown.
What?
No, Leonard. No, the
DTs?
guy in the band died.
Leonard or Skinnerd?
Well, I think they all died except one, right?
I think they're pretty much all.
Didn't they die in that plane crash?
Yeah, I
with-
think
with
all but like
La Bamba?
one dude died in the plane crash. Or
Oh well,
something like
that guy who was surviving died.
Oh,
Recently.
well, there you go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lynn.
Wow, Calvin, really grind this to a halt.
Yeah, thanks for pulling it the
I thought you were gonna say
conversation
I want to talk about
to a
Michael Jackson.
screeching halt
but,
with a Leonard Skinner facts.
Hey, Walter, have you met any NBA guys ever? Like, did you ever like? You still a fan of the sport in general?
I am a fan of basketball. I haven't met any because I spent most of my life inside a cartridge.
Right. Even after you retired, you stayed in the cartridge.
As you see, I'm now out of the cartridge.
Yeah, he's gotta stay there
it's-
until someone.
It took a while.
Okay. You didn't know you could leave.
Yes, I got out.
What are you up to these days?
Just reminiscing of the past.
Just spend all your time reminiscing.
Retro gaming is coming back, so that's,
I'm hoping to meet some women, find out, how they make it in society. Because
how they make it in society.
yeah,
Well,
I haven't met a lot of them. I haven't talked to a lot
Yeah,
of
he
them,
just-
and I
he
want to
just-
make up for lost time.
yeah, he's just got to.
I want to make up for
it's
lost
a whole
time.
new world, especially in video games. I mean, there's so many like women leads. I mean, there's Lara Croft.
I heard of this Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
I want to.
it's like Pitfall, kind of. It's similar to Pitfall.
She's up there. She's like
Yeah.
A-list.
I like it. I like it, and I look forward to meeting her. And and I want to find out why there are so few women in video games. I want to be an activist.
There's a lot of women out now.
Now there
actually.
is.
Yeah, in
Now,
your time
all
there
right.
wasn't that many.
I think you were created 30 years too early.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women now, which is good. It's good for the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me think. Could there possibly be a WNBA video game? Could there?
there is a
We did have a
WNBA.
Oh,
WNBA.
jam.
actually, yeah, we had the WNBA Jam announcer on
Yeah.
a few months ago.
There
Yeah.
is a WNBA. See,
Well, you
this
know
is
what?
how much
Actually, the
not-
WNBA characters, women. Sorry, I didn't.
Women are characters. though.
They're in NBA Live 19, which is a terrible game, but they're trying, which is nice. You know,
So
they're in the new NBA Live game. So if you guys are curious,
There's an attempt.
Playable Women Podcast.
PWP.
yeah. What else, Walter? Could you tell us? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I know you said that you're starting a lot of things. It sounds like you haven't finished a lot, but like, is there anything you finished or completed that you want to?
Well, I would like. My plan is to come out with my own line of shorts.
Okay.
I would like some
Like basketball shorts? Or?
Yeah, I would like basketball shorts that can actually go past your crotch. Those are some very tiny shorts.
We
that
have
they made
those
us
already,
wear.
yeah.
well, yeah, but he's still. You can tell he's still wearing.
Yeah, I'm
his
still
very-
wearing the shorts that I
The John
played.
Stockton
Yes.
shorts.
I can tell by the bulge. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would like to have some clothing over my thighs for once.
Okay.
I haven't had any. So
Maybe some sleeves?
yeah, sure. I'm into all that. I'm into all that.
He's always wearing his outfit, his uniform since he's been his whole
well,
life.
that's how people recognize
It does smell
me.
very bad, to be honest with you. Yeah, it seems like you haven't changed your outfit in a long time.
Yeah. Another thing amazing about no one ever fell down in that game, Double Dribble.
No.
Like you watch NBA games and they're falling down. These
Yeah.
pussies are falling down all the time,
Right?
And throwing the ball out of bounds. We don't get the credit that we deserve for being upright.
Fundamentals, yeah.
Yeah.
Just play the game, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You also couldn't double dribble in Double Dribble.
Yeah, that was.
That's a weird title, I think. Why couldn't they call it? Should have called it like Slam Dunkaroo or something.
Well, we were only, if you notice, we're only allowed to have one hand visible at all times. Like there's just
Yeah,
one
you had to keep
arm
the other
and
one behind your
Oh,
back,
so
right?
there you go.
Yeah, there's only one hand visible. That was it. No matter if you look, it's only side profile views. It's never full on.
except
Except when you're dunking.
Except the dunking,
when
yeah.
you're dunking and everyone's moving out of your way.
and turning gray.
Yes.
No.
And,
There's a lot of photographers also. Every time you dunked, I remember the flash would go off like 100 times.
and,
it was a big deal back.
But I never saw anything on TV or any newspapers.
and when you did dunk, we were always black. If you remember, it was always
like a grayscale kind of thing. But it was,
I think
If you
it-
look closely, you can
Well, you
tell.
did have the ball in your hand, so maybe they were just catching
Yes,
you.
yes.
I mean, because no offense, but white men sometimes can't jump. There was a documentary about this actually.
that was
Well, we
great.
can dunk. We just can't dunk with authority. So that's the problem. The black guys, they would dunk in. It was always a reverse dunk too. I think almost every single time it was behind. It was a reverse dunk, which is a little
Yeah.
show offy but fun.
Yeah, if I remember watching the NBA back then, the only white guy dunk that they ever showed was that Tom Chambers.
Oh yeah,
dunk,
Tom Chambers.
Where he had
Oh, yeah.
that two-handed dunk where he somehow got his waist above the rim. It's like an awkward. It's not. It still looks awkward,
Yes.
even though he's like 5 feet above the rim. It just looks weird, like he fell out of a plane and he's like losing his bearings. And like the last thing he did is put the ball in the.
That is the best way for white guys to dunk, is to jump out of a plane
Yeah,
onto a
and
basketball
just
court.
land onto a rim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the most awkward, authoritative dunk in NBA history. The Tom Chambers dunk.
That should have been the prototype for your slow mo dunks and double dribble.
just,
That'd
an,
be fun.
just an awkward white guy falling through this, falling out of this guy, looking like. Ah. So yes, but we had good times in those double
It
dribble
seemed like.
days.
I mean, I
Yes.
played the game. For years and years, it was a staple of my household. So thank you for your service, Walter. For
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
yeah. So I mean, it's too bad they didn't make a sequel, like a legit sequel.
Have you thought about the 3-on-3 league?
Oh, the big three.
The big three.
The big three,
Yeah.
the Ice Cube League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward to meeting Ice Cube, but if they'll have me, I'm in.
Now,
I'm
do you
in.
still have the glitch like inside you now that you know about it? Like, could you go to any court and hit that shot now?
The full court corner three.
I'm gonna have to try it out. I'm gonna have to try it. Like I said,
He
I was,
doesn't know, yeah.
I was a little distraught when they fired me, and I think it's time to relive the past and
It is.
see if I still have the juices in me.
Well, you have been reminiscing for all these years, so maybe it is time.
Right, I'm gonna get someone to blow on me. Maybe one of you can blow on me after this.
Calvin's got some Q-tips.
Oh, I feel my career resurrecting. That might be all right.
Let's all do it.
Still doesn't work.
Can we jiggle them a little bit back and forth? Maybe will that work? We'll see.
Okay.
We gotta get them on the court, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
So, We got to go soon. Anything else you want to tell us, Walter, about anything you want to leave?
Any
our fans
projects you
with?
have coming up or
Yeah.
anything you
Or
want to plug?
Mention your Tinder profile.
No, there is a comedian I like, Ray Devito. You could follow him on Twitter
Okay, we
at
will.
Ray Devito, and check out all his stuff.
Is he a basketball related comedian? Or?
I just think the guy's hilarious. The guy, he doesn't have much self-esteem, but I believe in him. And
yeah.
RayDeVito.net, you can check out.
You know,
all his
DeVito's a
stuff.
Cleveland fan. Is that a problem since you're a New York Eagles guy?
I think he's amazing. Whatever he wants to do is
Whatever he wants to do, wow.
And I understand that he's got a problem with LeBron James right now, but that's fine.
Hey, me too, man. Me too. Always
You
have.
have how do you feel about LeBron James, Walter?
Well, I can only speak on what Ray DeVito's told me about.
You can only speak.
Appreciate the championship. If he wanted to leave, that's fine. But to make him dismantle their entire team, because now they cannot suck, because they have no first-round picks for the next few years, because they thought he was going to be there, so they traded him all to get like guys like Kyle Korver to put around him.
Yep.
And then he's gone. It's like, oh, great.
Very selfish.
Now-
Very selfish.
Yeah,
Now
very
we
selfish for
got-
bringing $1
That's
billion
amazing. You can
to
remember this
Cleveland.
verbatim from Ray. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I think he's a decent person, and I think he's a great person, and I like what he's doing off the court. But as far as on the court, I hope he never wins a
won't.
championship again.
My favorite part
Actually,
of
I will say this.
my favorite part of the Cleveland Browns Hard Knocks was in the beginning where they cut the giant LeBron banner down in the beginning of the HBO show.
Yeah,
because
if he
it's
wanted
very
to leave,
Cleveland.
that's one thing. But to make Kyrie leave and then
To make Kyrie leave.
What he's selfish, very selfish.
he kind of forced it. It was pretty much. He
We'll
let it
have
get
Ray
done.
on the podcast later to talk about all of this.
Yeah, we should
But
get Ray on the
but
podcast.
my question is, speaking of LeBron, have you thought about like doing any charity work? Because LeBron opened that school. Have you thought?
Kids would love to meet the double dribble guy.
Yeah.
I think.
Dude, I think kids have no idea who you are.
No,
actually.
kids. Retro gaming's huge now, man. We have
Well,
to,
considering I never went to school, I
Wait, so you went straight to basketball?
yeah, I was born in a cartridge. There were no schools.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of
So you
hugs.
had a
like I said.
very, very
There were
hard
not
life.
Yeah, there was not a lot of women in our life to give us hugs and nourishment.
Yeah.
So,
Can we can give you a hug. Have you had a hug lately?
when this is over,
I'll
I will
already just
gladly
blew
take
on
a
you, so
hug. Yeah.
hug's
Okay.
fine.
we'll do some
Yeah.
big
Brian,
hugs.
just hug him right now, real
There,
quick.
there we go.
Thank you.
There we go.
That's
That felt good.
That's a
right?
good hug.
that's
good.
What if you hold the basketball and Brian hugs you? Will he turn black?
Finally,
Can we try this?
We'll try it after the
Okay,
show.
we'll try it after the show. I mean, we got something more important to do right now.
No, you're right. We don't actually. Okay, want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it. No, Ray.
No, Ray, you touch it at the same time.
Walter.
Yeah.
Walter. touch
Walter,
it?
you Ray, I keep.
Guys, am I black? Am I black?
You
little
look.
bit.
Look at his penis. Same size. Same
doesn't work.
size.
It didn't work. But
That
Walter-
was the nice thing. When you dunk, you could look at your penis. Like, oh my god! And, like, it does.
look at
grow.
that, look at that.
It's not a myth. It's a true thing.
Wow.
Was it embarrassing when you miss a dunk? Because that clang was like super loud. Was it embarrassing?
You get used to it after a while. And it's just nice to see someone miss a shot occasionally. So
Yes.
like part of it's like. I got 4 rebounds in my career because people rarely miss shots.
True.
So you rarely got rebounds.
0 steals.
Yeah. No, you got all the steals.
Oh, you
Yeah,
could.
tons-
Well, you could
tons of
steal.
stuff.
Right.
What's your
I
career
got
high?
50 steals a game. I averaged 50, and I didn't even finish in the top 5 on my team. And that's tough because we
Yeah,
only had
it was
5
only
players.
five.
Yeah. So it's very.
What's your career high in points? That might be pretty low since you didn't really know about the glitch.
I didn't know about. Yeah, the most I ever had was 42.
That's not bad though.
Yes.
That's Penny Hardaway's career high,
42.
so you can't beat that. That's perfection right there. 42 is the best number to have.
Penny Hardaway was
the
built
meaning of life.
sort of like a double dribble player, very thin,
It's built like
and
perfection.
tall. Yeah.
But my shooting percentage is way better than Anthony Hardaway.
Well, than most people's, yeah.
I shot 89% in my career.
Wow.
That's-
Without knowing the glitch.
Without knowing,
that's
yeah.
impressive. That's pretty impressive. So, hey, you want to play a quick game with us before we head out?
Sure.
Let's play a quick game of Wed, Bed, Dead, everybody. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Walter, we're going to give you a couple names here. You're going to tell
Walter.
us who you want to wed, who you want to bed, and who you want dead. Sound good? And we'll show you pictures if you don't know who these people are. The first one is from, we mentioned the game, Punch-Out, Bear Hugger.
Oh.
If you guys remember Bear Hugger, he was actually in the original Punch-Out arcade.
But he's
But
in
then-
the second.
Yeah,
But then he
I
made-
remember
then-
him from Super Punch Out.
Then he made a comeback in Super Punch-Out. Yeah, so he's a big, fat guy with overalls. How else would you describe him, Calvin?
It looks
What
like-
is he in the
well-
gay community?
A bear.
He is a bear, big
Yeah,
old bear,
I mean,
right?
literally.
But he doesn't have that much body hair. You think he'd have more?
No, he could be like that's more of like a polar bear because they're like
Oh.
white and smoother. Yeah.
Oh, Oh, look, there's so many names. That's so creative. Polar bear.
I mean, we try.
Would I be? I would.
He
be
looks like a
polar bear.
racist.
I mean, you would be a polar bear as well. I mean, like, you know, you're hairy, but like polar bear is more like just a white.
Just a white fat guy.
He has
He looked like a Duck Dynasty boxer.
Yeah, he really does.
he has
He looks
surprisingly
really gay though.
yeah, he has surprisingly amazing teeth.
Right?
Considering he's a hillbilly and a boxer, you would think that his teeth would not be that fucking amazing.
His overalls are kind of baggy too, in a way. Like it's weird. Maybe he just lost weight. I don't know. Maybe he's getting him.
Looks pretty gross.
Maybe he's getting in shape though. So that's Bear Hugger, big bald head.
He cannot have any
Overalls.
whiter or more perfect teeth than
Yeah.
what he
Either
has.
he's gay or extremely homophobic. One or the other.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe both.
Nothing. Yeah,
I-
maybe
I was
both,
gonna-
yeah.
Maybe he's a Republican. So this next one is from a fighting.
Don't
game.
alienate our Republican audience.
I don't care about them. They don't.
All two of them.
Yeah. So
Fraudage.
We
They're
support.
gone.
We support MAGA.
from the
I'm
the
politically agnostic, by the way.
That's good.
I
From the
don't believe in either side.
Well, you grew up in a cartridge, so what do you know about
Yeah,
politics?
yeah, he doesn't know much. He just knows like Bowser is a king. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the King of Fighters, we have Vice.
Ooh.
So Calvin, tell us about Vice. I'm not sure.
She looks like a sexy paralegal or something.
I think we had that. You might have said that last time.
Well, it's accurate. It's accurate.
So she's got like a sort of like a business suit on.
She's a
and
secretary, sort of, but she's
Okay.
very evil.
a secretary of kicking ass.
She is a
Yeah, she
secretary?
Yeah,
She's evil?
Sort of. Oh, very much so.
Is that how all women are, or just this women? I don't know. I don't know much about
That's the
women.
kind of women we
Just
got
one.
these days.
It's like
Just one.
50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's
50% of women are secretaries and 50% are evil.
so she's got like a business suit on, but you can tell she kicks ass. What's her moves, Calvin? Does she-
She's actually a wrestler.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's
Like a grappler type of
yeah,
thing.
so she's into body slamming. She can like stretch her arms out and throw you across the room.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I usually
And
pay
she's
good
very-
money for that. So all right.
she's very sadistic. But
That's
yeah,
interesting.
Vice. Yep.
Okay.
Short hair if you're into that. Short
Yeah.
brunette.
Yeah.
Short hair don't care, right? What am I saying?
And then we have another fighter, and Calvin, you'll have to explain this freaking thing. A Mingo
Oh,
from
cute.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. King of the Plantmen or something,
Yes.
right?
Is he like a cactus?
He's
Yeah,
like
he's like a
plant.
cactus
Looks like
plant
a
guy.
He's a
Fat
racist
cactus.
Mexican cactus. a
does look-
Mingo.
He does look like a stereotype, but yeah, he's a
It's like a amigo, but a mingo.
Yeah.
a mingo.
What's his
He's-
backstory? Read his bio real quick.
Calvin, do you know? If you know, I'll lose my mind.
Oh, cool. Yeah, well, he's a plant cactus
knows
guy,
everything.
and
I
he
mean,
can
I can
make
see
little,
that part.
He can make little baby cacti that can like grab and hold on to you.
Yep.
Oh.
He's just a very nice guy. He cares about nature. And
Shape
He's a very nice
shifting.
guy.
yeah, he's nice.
Uh,
Oh, he has like maracas, which is really cool. Like he likes shaking them and dancing.
He's from the man plants. That's his race. Man plants.
sounds
So
about
he's a
right.
big bellied cactus man wearing Mexican clothes.
What game is he from?
Marvel
Marvel
vs.
vs. Capcom 2.
2.
But I mean, he must be from some other thing
No,
to
he's
be
not.
in
He's
Marvel
original
or
to this
Capcom,
game.
right?
He's original. He's
this
not even
game,
from
yeah.
the
That doesn't
Capcom
make any
thing.
sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean he's from Capcom, but he's original to this game. So for MVC2, they had a couple of original characters. There's him, Ruby Hart, and another person.
That's pretty
Fucking
tough.
encyclopedia.
Does he fight? Is that what he does?
Yeah, so he fights. So basically, what he does is he like uses vines and he like summons little baby cacti and they like run to you and they hug you.
Alright.
But they hug you and like immobilize you.
Oh, he might love that. Walter may
yeah, actually,
want,
yeah, he's a hugger.
he might
They-
want some hugs.
But they immobilize you.
Yeah, so like they grab onto
That's
you.
two hugging guys. Bear hugger.
So they
and
grab
then
you, you
the
can't move. So
Good
you
point. So we have, which is 3 fighters. We have Bear Hugger.
Oh, it's alright. I always remember this. He has this like cool move where it's like a super move where he like sends out a little plant and if it grabs you, he like throws you into his mouth and he like shakes his like maracas and like dances with you in his belly
Wow.
and then throws you out. It's cool.
All right. All
If you're into
right.
that
Is
sort
that
of
is that a sex move? That is,
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out who is into this in 1 second. So, Walt, you can go first. Bear Hugger, Vice, or a Mingo? Wed, bed, dead.
Yes.
What would you do here? Who'd you want to marry and spend the rest of your life with? Tough decision.
Who would I marry if I have to marry one of them?
You have to. It's a game.
Well, the woman's very attractive. But
What's
you
her name
said-
again?
Vice.
Vice.
But you said she's very evil and mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I wouldn't want to marry that.
Yeah, I think Walter needs like a easier one for the first woman that he's with.
Yeah, so if I have to wed something,
A mingo.
I think it'll be the first guy.
Bear Hugger.
Bear hugger. You get a
Yeah.
hug. He'll hug you.
Yeah, but also like he can help me take care of my teeth. He's very good dental care.
That's right.
And
What's his secret?
yeah, so my teeth will look amazing if I.
Interesting.
So I will wed him.
Okay.
Um,
Bed and dead.
yeah, I will have sex with Vice.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes, you know.
You're confident with her throwing you
Yeah.
around?
But then can I also kill her when it's over? Because it sounds like she's going to
No.
be... No? Then I got to...
she'll
You gotta kill a
probably-
Mingo.
She'll kill you.
Then I got to kill a Mingo.
Yeah. That's too bad. He seems. Is he a good guy?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Well, sometimes good guys die. I guess.
It's video game. It's video game. We're used to dying. Like,
Well, not you, but other
yes,
games.
yes. Well, my career died, so
He's never even fallen down.
There has been death.
Walter's never even fallen down.
yeah.
So interesting. Calvin, why don't you go next here?
Oh
buddy?
boy, this is hard.
It is.
So I would wed a Mingo
Oh,
because I mean it's fun. Again, maracas. I like to dance. He's a dancer. Also, he makes plants. I could be a vegan now. That's nice and healthy.
wait.
you know?
So you're gonna eat him though?
No, I'm just gonna eat like whatever the cacti are.
But that's part of him.
No, they're just like his like baby
No,
spawn.
dude.
Is that like his? Is that like his like waste?
No, it's well. They don't really make that.
You know what it
clear.
is. You know what it is.
Little
Don't-
babies.
You know what it is.
Little
It's not like
babies.
his babies.
Wow,
It's
you're
like-
gonna eat his babies.
He has
If
his own babies, huh?
I guess if he's cool with it.
I mean, of course he is. We'll just dance about it. We'll be like,
Just
That
dance
is how
about it.
potent those Mexicans are. They have their own babies. They self-produce.
Wow.
They just
Self-reproducing.
Wow. Turns out Trump was right. They're just you gotta separate them from their babies. Those are they're just gonna be.
Oh, Walter.
Walter.
Hey, I'm from a different
That's right,
day and
he
age.
is.
I'm from a different day and age
He is.
where this was
Are
acceptable.
you into Reaganomics? What's happening here?
From the Nintendo Power era.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
We
Nintendo
are talking
power or
about-
white power.
We are talking about a fictional plant, right? All right,
That's
this
true.
is all right. This
He's
is
real to me.
Well,
okay?
Mexicans are real though.
Mexicans are real. Yeah.
Do they really self-produce? That's
They don't.
I think so.
there's a
You
lot.
gotta go to school.
There's a lot I need to learn. I got to go to LeBron James school and learn everything.
Go get a free bike.
Yes.
All right.
So yeah, so I would marry Mingo.
All right.
I would bed Vice. I think it'd be really fun and interesting and like
And all right.
what?
I just want to let you know that it's not really that fun and interesting to have sex with women. I've had sex.
You're the worst gay man ever.
I'm the best one. I'm very open-minded. But no, Vice is. I mean, she's cool and like she wants to take over the world.
She's
Talk
not
about
cool.
that.
She's
Said she's
mean.
evil.
I mean, yeah. I mean, she's evil, but like whatever. I got a dark side. We all have things in our past.
That's true.
I've done cocaine once. Like I get it.
All right.
Don't
We
say
all
stuff like
vices.
that. We have kids listening.
Oh, sorry. I've done candy cigarettes once.
Now they're gonna do. They can get candy cigarettes.
Okay, if they did not get turned off by all the fisting talk we had, like
I just told them that Mexicans are self-producing, and we're worried about saying inappropriate things.
like cocaine.
Kids don't do cocaine until you're 21.
So that means you're going to.
I have to kill Bear because here's the thing: is that like
He's a bear.
I like
He's one
bears,
of your
but he's
people.
He's like a sloppy looking bear, and like,
He's
I
not
can't-
that sloppy.
well
He's just fat.
groomed. He's
just fat.
manscaped.
Yeah.
No, but like
He's
got
like
no
Action
chest hair.
Bronson. Would you have sex with Action Bronson?
He's sloppy.
I
Bear
would
Hug
not.
is cleaner than Action Bronson. It looks like.
I would not have sex with Action Bronson.
Who would?
I would. I like Action Bronson.
Walter's into it.
All right.
Yeah, and those overalls look dirty. No, I can't.
Well, he's boxes in him.
You can
so what
change him just like you try to change everybody else in this
Yeah.
game.
No, some people aren't worth it.
Poor
I'm
Bear
sorry,
Hugger.
Bear Hugger.
Do you want to go?
Yeah.
I can go.
You
I
wanna
can go. So let me ask you a question: Is the channel Vice? Is that named after her?
No.
Okay. I was wondering if she had all that money from Vice, like if that was her. Okay.
She probably stole it because she's evil.
Well, she works for Rugal, who's like really rich. So
Yeah.
Well, it worked for him, and
He
then
pays a good salary.
He died.
Okay.
I don't know why I said it like that. He did die.
He did quotes.
I think I would. And you say Vice is very like mean and
Like she's literally sadistic. But if you're into that,
I think I would marry her. Because I don't like making decisions, so she would just tell me what to do all the time,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't have to like think about like, oh, what should I do today, or what should I wear, what should I eat? Like I need somebody to just tell me what to
Yeah,
do.
because
all
it
the
looks
time.
like you
You
put a
should
lot of
eat.
thought into
Oh, Walter, sick burn, sick burn. That's what I mean. I need somebody to just like take control of the wheel here. And then I'd be like her secretary.
Wear this,
You know what I
pussy.
mean? Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be like,
that actually is probably a thing she said
Yeah,
before.
okay, all right. I think I would bet a Mingo. I think, right?
Wow.
And then we would bet, and then he would be able to make like little olive babies because I'd like you get it. You know how that works. I'd leave some like sperm in there, and then he could make little olive babies.
But do we want more olive babies?
I want more olive babies. That way we can make
Why
like
not?
little mingo babies, little olive babies, and I can have a little olive army or something.
All right.
And they'll be half Mexican. And you get separated.
It'll be
from
half
them.
plant, half Mexican, half olive, right?
That's how halves
The
work.
Olive Army.
And then I would just kill Bear Hugger. He just, I don't know.
See?
There's nothing appealing about him.
Poor bear hugger.
Brian, you're taking this personally. You okay?
Well, out of all
If
of us, Brian looks like
Yeah.
He's closest to Bear Hugger.
yeah, the guy that he looks like is the guy we're killing. So
Just grow out a beard, Brian. Let's see how it looks.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't. It is tricky, this one.
He could be Bear Hugger for Halloween. You could pull it off.
Should I?
You should do it. Yeah.
More Soda Popinski, I think.
I don't think people know who Bear Hugger. Like I didn't know who Bear Hugger was.
Yeah,
until
he's actually in the
this.
very first arcade with the green, but then he's made a big comeback in Super Punch Out.
And I was conceived in the same
Same era.
The same era.
same motherboard.
Same Toys R Us.
I'm going to. I think I might have to. Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah. Huh?
I'll bet
Huh?
Vice here.
Oh.
I'm gonna bet Vice.
She's pretty hot.
She's
mess
pretty
you up.
hot, and like I don't want that around all the time. If she is mean,
Yeah.
if she's a dick about it, like
You want
alright,
one painful night?
just one, and then I'll get
One
over it.
painful
I'll get over it.
That sounds like a Don
She does
Henley
have stretchy
song.
arms. There.
One painful night.
good reference, Walter. I'm gonna have to wed.
Ooh.
I'll wed a bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean-
Bingo.
Again, he seems fun.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
They'll always have some
With the
fun music
maracas.
going around.
Yeah.
And if the vegan thing is cool with him, that's actually not a bad idea, just to get healthier.
Yeah.
What, eat his babies?
What if he's cool with it? I'm saying.
But
If not, then I'll
they
keep
do
eating
put
meat.
cactus in Mexican food sometimes.
Yeah.
Certain kinds of Mexican, like you get.
Do they
like,
take the sharp things?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
God.
And then Bear Hugger, I think 0 for 4 is gonna get right.
Oh.
4 for 4. He's
Bear
deading him all
Hugger.
of
No,
us.
I married.
Oh, you married? I'm sorry. That's
I
right. Walter
married
married him, but I'm gonna dead him on this time because other situations maybe he would have stuck around, but this one I have no need for him. I guess right here.
Yeah,
You
nobody
don't need
has.
him to protect you.
Nah, I'm good. I got a magical plant man next to me. I'll be fine. I guess so. Those are my choices. So,
Yeah.
all right.
We're all winners.
Good choices.
We're all winners,
Good
so-
choices.
Except Bear Hugger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Walter. Thanks for
Thanks
coming.
so much for coming,
here.
man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I hope
Yeah.
you make it to the big three.
Something. Hope you get back on that court and
I'll put a call into Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I'll
Or-
call LeBron. I'll let him know you're looking for him.
yeah,
All right.
we got to figure something out for Walter. Thanks to everybody for listening, and we will talk to you all next week.
Double dribble.
Double dribble. Guys, find Ray, raydevito.net, or on Twitter @RayDeVito. See ya.